All praises, all praises, all praises. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Oh man. Give me a second. I forgot to turn this thing on. Mm. This thing is don't want to come on. This thing don't want to come on. Trying to. Oh, my apology. The windows is open. You might hear cars and stuff. I don't know if you can hear anything because it's very loud out there. I would say outside. Beloved, great glory, great praise go unto the mighty one. Welcome, welcome, shalom. We have Psalm 51 in our fasts today. You can hear the birds. Okay. Well, there you go. That should be better. The thing finally came up. Yes, I will talk to some of you. We'll be moving towards the background checks for the people that sent through the emails. I know it's been over a month and a half. We are now finally getting through some of you, and it's pretty much good news. It's pretty much good news. Yes, sweetie.
Get some money from me.
How much you need?
$20.
Okay, well, it's pretty much good news for the nation. We are growing, we are expanding, and of course, we have a certain blackage. Everything that you are doing for the mighty one, you will have blackage. A brother and I were trying to get something together, and then we come up with a lot of blackage and stuff, and certain things happen, and we give the mighty one great praise, great glory, and we're still going to keep moving.
Tell Jay to be down there.
Okay.
When he got school.
All right. So, beloved, things are moving and they are moving very fast, and they are moving in our favor. We are in real time watching how the enemy cannot hold his own stress. They could never do this. They can never do that. Listen, anytime you see something happen in the media and they are glorifying it, they are, especially when you see our own people that you thought that are Hebrews are making videos about it and speaking just like the Gentiles. Don't even bring this to you. Don't just reject. Just keep on moving. What they are seeing, beloved, they are seeing there is a massive amount of focus, a massive and holy concentration in the midst of the mighty one. When they look in the camp of the mighty one, they see our people are very focused and they are not giving up, they are not deviated, they are not letting go, they are not getting into strife and then try to prove how they can break down things and know they know the best and all this nonsense. They find out that our people, we are not getting distracted at all. In fact, what you are seeing, you are witnessing how those people are swagger jacking us, taking our stuff, and then repeat what we are saying. They have noticed and the amount of energy they can harness they can harness any kind of energy, but the sweetest, for instance, the energy of the mighty one, the chosen one, the 144, they cannot harness that anymore. So they have to do every single thing, try to get your attention. They will have cowboys slapping other cowboys. They will have certain things happen. They will have little stuff just to have you talk about things so you won't be focused. So you won't one communicate. Because when you're praying, you'll communicate with the mighty one. The higher power can hear you when you're praying, meditating. He can feel you. They don't want you to do those things. So now, beloved, because today, sunrise, we're still doing the fast for those of you that are fasting with us. We are praying and fasting for our footstep to be unknown, for our works to be in the darkness and silence. You are seeing, beloved, in real time. I'm not kidding you. How, brothers, the Gentiles are literally losing their freaking mind. You see how they are getting more and more anxious, more and more nervous. You see, they are getting they right now. I think was it the beloved sister Lisa Cabra that made this video. I'm not quite sure if the sister made a video about that, but I think I watched a video. I think it's an inside edition. I'm pretty sure. Which one of you are familiar with Kmart? Anybody here familiar with Kmart? If you had a Kmart, if you used to shop at the Kmart, last time I shopped at the Kmart was like in 2009, 2008, 7. That is water. Out of the all Kmart, they have over 20, over 26, 25,000. They had three left. Three of them are left. After those three are closed, which is they're going to be closed this year, Kmart will be extinct. Do you know what that is? And when they are talking to the fellow, he said the number one reason why Kmart is shutting down, closed down, it is because of the incompetency of the management, the CEOs, the high ups. Those people cannot manage anything. They need you to do everything for them. One thing they didn't learn from their ancestors when they had us in slavery. That's when everything was thriving. That's why I don't blame the guy that said the last time America was great is doing slavery. Because we were doing all your work till this day. The only difference between slavery, child slavery and now, because we do not have the chain in our hand. And what you do, how people are learning, our people are learning and we are moving, we are becoming wiser. Our people are starting their own business and they're getting things together, because when they work for you, they receive no appreciation. You never promote them, you never give them any raise. In fact, you put your own people over them. You show favoritism, which is good. You show favoritism. That is why they are blaming, oh, because competition like Walmart and other stores. uh, those people act like Walmart just came in the market. They act like Walmart just got here. They act like they went Walmart just got here like Uber did to the taxi. The taxi business went out of business simply because of Uber. Things the taxi can charge you $400, Uber charge you $20. They went out of business. Yeah, those people are acting like Walmart just got there. So nah, the mighty one is closing all your business down. The targets are started to be in the same situation. Yeah. So now you see how financially the Most High gave those folks into great shame and great reproach. Spiritually, those people, they are dead. There's nothing they can do. Mentally, those people are gone. You're all going down. Mentally, those people, like, they gone. Beloved, we have to stay in a straight track. We have to go in a straight way at the straight gate. We must keep on going. We must keep on pushing. Great praise, great glory. As of today, sunrise till sunset, we are doing our fast to ask the Mighty One to give us his wisdom, his knowledge that he took away from us because we had rejected it. Beloved, we feel one call. Let us uncover our hearts. Let us pray. Let us ask for forgiveness. Let us ask for redemption. Let us ask from salvation. We know for a fact in the book of Daniel 7 verse 25, those people they have changed times in the law in a way to to throw you off, so you won't know when the Sabbath is, when to fast, when to celebrate, when anything. It's all confusion. But when you have the Spirit, everything is clear to you. And the only thing we can do right now is to worship, is to pray. Daniel could not celebrate all the celebration, all the feast day of the Mighty One. But one thing Daniel could do, and he did, he prayed. He prayed he prayed all the time. You may not be able to have your Sabbath. That's not the Most High problem. Do not raise the law above him. You may not be able to celebrate Passover. That's not the Most High problem. Are you communicating with him? Are you asking for forgiveness? Are you asking for redemption? Because of this, we must pray. After the prayer, we will say Psalm 51. Somebody remind us, as I'm advancing in age and my mind are starting to failing me. Brethren, brothers and sisters, let us begin. Oh, great glory, great God that created the universe, the earth, and everything in them. You that know the hearts of men, you that know the moved before they know it, you that created life, you that is life itself, you that know the unknown, and the know and the unknown do not know you. You that know all men, but not all men know you. You that created us with your breath of fire in us. We are asking you, Holy Great One, to listen. Listen to the voice of your servants. Listen to the voice of your handmaids and manservants, your children, the Jews, the Gentiles alike, the one that came before you and want to learn and want to know and want to appreciate and absorb your mighty knowledge. Holy, great, powerful one, as we come before you today, we are asking you to forgive us. We are asking you to give us your mighty and sweet secret, your mighty and holy secret of the fire, your knowledge, so to speak. We come before you, great one. We are begging for counsel. As men are fools, as men are idiots, as men are backwards. And we come before you as men. We come before you as ignorant fools. We come before you crawling at your feet, begging for your sweet wisdom. One grain of sand worth of your wisdom will suffice. Oh, holy great one that created the heaven and the earth and everything in them. How great are you? The hidden rage They cannot understand you. They have put their hands on things that are holy unto you. They have eaten and bite the apple of your eye. They have misused and abused your children, and we are now witness the trembling fear that they have. Their distraction is not working on the Holy One anymore. Their little strife, their little pulling, their little yin and yang cannot work in the midst of the 144,000. Mighty and great one, everything praise your name. The wind exalt your name and praise you above all forever. The sun, the sea, the fires, the birds, the animals, all of them give you great praise and great glory. Therefore, we, as your creature that you created in your image, we give you greater glory and greater praise. Holy Great One, we do not deserve your love, as we are all spiritual, mental, and physical narcissists. We do not appreciate your grandeur. We do not appreciate your might. We take everything that you give unto us for granted. We do not deserve your love. We do not deserve your redemption, your salvation. It is because you know better than us. You have granted us this gift. You have granted us this favor. We admit and we confess that our ancestors worshipped the God of ignorance. They have defiled your spiritual bed. They have defiled your spiritual house. They have fled away from the spiritual marriage. As you are a good husband unto us, we are, Yasha Allah, is the biggest whore on this earth. We worship any kind of thing, especially ignorance and superstition. We love repeating after the Gentiles, and we admit and confess those things unto you. And we ask you, Holy Great One, we ask you, if it is right in your eyes, if it is good with you, Great One, to forgive us for the sins that we committed willingly and the sins that we committed unwillingly. We ask you to protect us and forgive the sins our ancestors committed while they are aware and the sins they committed while they are unaware. Protect us. Protect the 8K. Strengthen them. Give them more strength, more wisdom, more power, so they may glorify, so they may praise, so they may act according to your will. Holy, great, and powerful one, we come before you today by begging for your sweet wisdom. Your wisdom and your knowledge is unmatched. Your knowledge is impeccable. Your true knowledge is unknown to men. Men are fools. Men claim they invented this, they claim they invented that. Men are nothing but backward idiots, court jester. You are the true king. You are knowledge itself. As we yearn, thirst, and hunger after your sweet knowledge that you have taken away from us because you destroy us because of lack of knowledge, not because you take away the knowledge because you want to, because we provoked you, because we didn't want it, because we had rejected it. We rejected your law, your statute, your commitment. That is why we weren't no priests, no priestess unto you. And now that we are learning and we are getting the knowledge back, and you're raising the priest, the priestess, the prince, the princesses, the king, the queens, the dukes, you are raising the royal family. And of course, and then you are giving unto us better opportunities, better books, better understanding, and we appreciate it. And we know you are, as we are growing, the Gentiles and so-called heathens are receding. They are moving backward. They are being recessive because you have a law. Once you put something in one side of the balance, the other side will go down, one will go up, one will go down. The more weight you put in that balance, the more it will go down. In your court of law, there is justice. Therefore, we come before you, we ask justice. We ask justice for our brethren around the world in the four corners of the earth. We understand that woe goes to the one that went and find help into Egypt. Woe unto the one that ban against your children, especially Psalm 83 and the other scumbags and from our people that drain unto them. We ask for justice, and we are seeing the work is being done. Numbers 35, 33 in Ukraine. We see the burnt bread and the sweet wine fatten the land. We give you great glory, great praises for that. As every Thursday is our repentance day, we repent with a fast. We repent on the behalf of our ancestors and we repent on the behalf of ourselves. We repent for our children's sins. As today, we are going with the fast, and we ask you, great one, justice must continue. It cannot slip. It cannot fail. It must be going through, purge and purify, and sweep those people off our lands and give us our powers back. Two kings cannot rule the same kingdom. There must be a battle. There must be a confrontation. One of them must go down. The true king must reign forever. O holy, great, and most powerful one, we begged for your knowledge. Release unto us. Give more unto us. Forgive us as we are little children. We really don't know what we are doing. We're just doing what kids do. We are learning. We are learners. May you have mercy upon us if we do something that somewhat go against your law or displease you. If we do it out of ignorance, forgive us and teach us to do it the right way. Selah, so be it. Holy and powerful one, we bring in front of you our beloved brothers and sisters. We bring you the holy petition, the supplication of your children. Hear them, great one. Hear the suffering. Hear their words. Hear their torments. Hear their complaints that they are bringing unto you by the mouth of the prophets, the prophetess, and by the mouth of your subjects and your children. Holy and powerful one, we pray and bring before you the beloved brother Jerome Moore, his petition, so that your will may be done in his life as it is in heaven, so shall it be here on this earth. We brought before you the beloved sister Angela Green. We brought the sister before you as a spiritual offering. May you reveal unto her what is thy will for her. What do you want her to do for you? And of course, we told our beloved brothers and sisters, if you give the mighty one praise and glory, you worship him, you're on the right track. Slowly but surely, he will reveal your purpose for him. We brought before you, holy and great separate one, our beloved brother, Brother Johnson, before you, Brother Steve Pitts, before you, Brother Stephen, all the brethren that are having issues with their health. May the tiger bull become a holy medicine unto them. We brought before you the beloved sister Wanda and her issues. You know all her problems. You know all her obstacles. May you set the archangels encamped around her house and defended her with your glory sword. May provide and resolve all that she wanted. May you go in the midst of the beloved brother, which is still swollen in the hospital, in the ER. We ask you to send the Archangel Raphael, the doctor, the healer, upon him and have him healed and have him restored back to his former self so he can come and put his mighty armor upon him and fight for your glory. Holy great one, within all those petitions we brought before you and your great court, may you please look at them and put your great seal of approval upon the one that you wanted to approve, and the rest You may do as you wish, as you are the king who reigneth forever. None know your thoughts, none know your plan, so you shall do as you please. Selah, so be it. May your will be done in this earth as it is in heaven, so shall it be here on this earth. All praises. To the earthly mother, the Holy Spirit, thank you, beloved mother, for guiding us unto the mighty one. Thank you for making his feelings, his will know unto us. Thank you for being in the midst and letting us know that he wants to give us our knowledge back. Thank you for giving us a heart of a servant. May you give unto the nation, the newcomers, the old one, the Jews and the Gentiles, a heart of wisdom, a heart to understand wisdom, a heart to comprehend discernment, a heart to rule over light and darkness, a heart to understand both light and darkness, a heart, a wisdom, a knowledge to manipulate the light and darkness, the ultimate wisdom to subdue the earth, the spirit under the firmament, above the firmament, the spirit on the waters, the spirit on the earth and the fire. May we acquire all those knowledges that we had rejected, and now a portion of us want those knowledge. May you teach unto us in our sleeps, in our vision, in our meditation, in our slumber time, in our distracting time. May you download all this information in our minds so we may regain the wisdom of the great one. Selah, so be it. To all the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, all the angels that we know their names and the one we do not know their names, the one we can see, the one we cannot see, the visible and the invisible. We call upon all of you as you are the servants and employee of the mighty one, and you are here to carry out our orders. We have task, we have order for all of you that are listening, for all of you that are ready to go and perform what our heart desired. We desire truth, peace, and prosperity among our people. We desire protection. We desire the ultimate wisdom of the mighty one to be flowing in the midst of us. To all of you angels that are listening and ready to carry out orders, go places that we cannot go. Retrieve relics, books, technologies, wisdom, knowledge that we are unable to retrieve, and give it unto the hands of the wisest among us, the hands of the righteous among us. Protect us, protect the nation, restore our knowledge, restore our salvation unto the great and mighty one. Protect the nation, provide for us, provide spiritually, mentally, financially, and physically upon our people. Selah, so be it. To all the angels and all the spirit that are on the left side that are under our command, by the great and powerful and terrible name of Adonai, we command you to come forward and listen to our orders, and you may carry them out the way that we are saying it. You will go in the midst of all the enemy of the great one. You will go in the midst of the enemy of the children of the mighty one. If you hate us, you are our enemy. Therefore, you hate the mighty one. You despise his supreme majesty. Go in the midst of those people and create chaos. Give them nothing but ignorance. Take away the little bit of knowledge that they have. Give them nothing but confusion, fear, disease. Give them nothing but spiritual G-force. Give them nothing but spiritual disability. Go in the midst of those people, the one that are against us, the one that do not want us to learn, to read, to connect, to pray. Destroy them. May their mind be gone. All the so-called the elites, the so-called Bill Gates, all those blamana, the so-called Elon Musk, all the guys that act like they somewhat care about poor people. May they be no more. May they be out of their mind. May their money rendered useless. To all of you angels that are here to carry out orders against our enemy, make them blind, deaf, and dumb, so they may not see our work and may not hear our footstep. Take those people far away between us and them. Put another universe light years away from us. We do not want any disturbance. We do not want any ignorance. We just want to keep on pushing and moving for the mighty one. To all of you angels that have your orders, carry them out as we stated, and then come back, give us the report so we may give the mighty one great glory, great praises. You have the license to depart. Go, so be it. Selah. All praises to the Most High. May his will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. By the great and horrible and terrible power of the mighty one vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Be at peace. There will be no Jacob's trouble. Whatever you see over there in Brooklyn, New York, don't even pay attention to those people. There's nothing they can do. The Most High is disturbing it. It was all of the Most High, bringing fear unto them. It's nothing but fear unto them, not unto us. Whatever is happening over there in New York, whatever's happening in Ukraine, it's all real. It's all the mighty one. Fear shall encompass those people. Are you out of your mind? If we are getting back our knowledge, our wisdom, you don't think the Most High won't give us our superpowers? You won't think he won't give us our strangeness? Let them try something that will trigger. We told you from the beginning. They will do something that will trigger something in us. And then that's it for them. For those of you, I don't know about you, but I'm ready. If they want to do something, come on and doing it. We know you cannot bring Jacob's trouble. All your equipments are being moved out of our lane and into another. Day by day, you are sending more weapons to your own people to kill your own people. You are giving more money to the people that look like you to kill other people that look like you. You ain't in the hood. Well, whatever that you think you are doing in the hood is not working. You've been putting drugs and shooting people out in the hood. I don't know why people are moved because some dude shot a couple of people in subway and stuff. Why you move? Yeah, people act like this thing never happened before. What never happened before in our lifetime is like thousands upon thousands. Literally, a couple millions of people are dying, burnt bread and sweet wine over there in Ukraine, and nobody bat an eye. Instead, when you watch the news, oh, Psalm 51. All right, I forgot all about this thing. You know, Big Leo, I like to do things like that, go around and rambling, like a mad dog. All right, let's read Psalm 51. Of course, beloved, of course, beloved, we every Thursday we repent here with the fast. Let's read Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O heavenly one, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies. Blot out my transgression, wash me from mine iniquities. Give me a second. Oh, all right, from mine iniquities. Oh, this thing is really big. And cleanse me from my sin, for I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sins is ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified, and when thou speakest, and be clear, and when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mortar conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts. In the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast made broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins and blot out all mine iniquities. Always ask the mighty one to hide his face from your sin because they are too disgusting to looking at. Your sins are way too disgusting. You think like ask him, great one, Averted your eyes, please. I am ashamed of my shame. Create in me a clean heart, Almighty One, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. The most I can take the Holy Spirit from you. You think because you do a few lessons, you get some few roots and over there and then screaming at people, slide whistle and all that, and then you think, oh, I'm in, the most I will never hurt me, so I can go ahead and do scumbag stuff. I can go ahead and disobey him. That's the number one way. Disobey the Most High by worshiping, by raising something close to him, above him, or worshiping something. He'll rip the Holy Spirit from you, then you're gone. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, which is your wisdom and knowledge, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then I will teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. The only reason for this world to get out of the thing that they are right now is when we get our full knowledge understanding. Only when we be the head, we get all our powers. Then we will teach them for the one that want to learn. Well, for the one that left, deliver me from blood guiltiness. Oh, supreme majesty, thou art the mighty one of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. Oh, great and holy one, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. The most I can shut up your mouth. You know that? You see the priesthood of Mahan? He shut their mouths. You see the camps? He shut their mouths. It's because that he opened our mouths, we show him praise. Now others want to say what we say because he had opened up our lips. And he shut the others. He opened ours. Give him mighty praise. Give him glory. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else will I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. You think the Most High desired in your little sacrifices that you are doing with your heart cover? Oh, well, I keep the Sabbath. I celebrate all the feast day. The Most High will let me into the kingdom. You think he care about this? When truly in your heart, you despise him. You hate him. You're like, man, I have to do this age. So, man, I want to do this and I want to do that. When in your heart, you are so proud. When he told you to do something for him, you say, no, I'm not going to do it because the law say this, the law say that. You raise the law above him. You don't know the mighty one plan. When he tell you to read and search a book, you say, no, this is witchcraft. This is sorcery. I ain't going to read this because it is up to me to figure out a way to sneak into the kingdom. The sacrifices of the mighty one are a broken spirit and a contrite heart. The sacrifices come here when your heart, your spirit is truly uncovered. When all your shame is but before you. When you truly know all the scum that you've done unto him. When it really breaking you down. When the fountain that is in your heart breaks and it spills out of your eyes, then you are ready to be forgiven. Then you are ready to be taught. It's not your little, I'm covering my head, I'm being a righteous woman, I don't mess with this man and that man. You think those things, get out of here. Those are men stuff too. Those are couverture. Those are facade. True repentance comes from when your heart uncovered, when you truly admit all the horrible and terrible things that you've done to the mighty one. The sacrifices of the mighty one are a broken spirit and a broken and contrite heart. O heavenly one, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness. With burnt offering and whole burnt offering, then they shall offer bullocks upon thy altar. Only when you truly know the Most High, you truly admit what you've done is wrong, then he will have respect unto your fast. He will have respect unto your prayer. He will have respect unto your law if you're following them. He will have respect unto your Sabbath. He will have respect unto your feast days. You cannot bribe the Most High with your feast day, with your little fringe and things, and thinking like you can buy your way into this while your heart is covered. You won't have respect unto it. Selah, so be it. Yes, that's how things done, brethren. Uncover your heart. You have to be humble. Some of us are incapable of doing this. Some of us are by nature demons, narcissists. You can't if you're a narcissist, that's it. You cannot a narcissist will never humble himself to a God. He is a God. He is a God. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want wisdom and humility. Yeah. That's why the Gentiles, it's extreme. It's impossible for that's why I'm seeing some people get the message and they call themselves Gentiles. I laugh because it's impossible for a heathen to get this message and cleave. It's virtually impossible. You look at those people, like they look at themselves, they paint themselves like our God. They made us worship them as God. You think an addiction like that, brother? It's an addiction. You know that? You know, being seeing yourself as high, intelligent, a creator of the whole earth, because the Gentiles thought they created the whole earth through science. They think the supreme one is them. They only connected to it. It's a horrible addiction to break, just like any other addiction, like like sugar, cigarettes, alcohol, or other substances. It's truly an addiction, and it's not easy to break. Some people want to break their addiction, and narcissists don't want to break it. They love it. Why would I break it for? What's wrong with it? It ain't broke. I don't need to fix anything. The only cure for a narcissist is death. That's it, and eternal torment, which some of us witness, including me. The Most High give me a glimpse of certain places. Some of you, the Mighty One, take you to the so-called the heaven. Some of us, He took us below. This is what below. ah, Regin, tell you the truth. Till now, this morning, this 12 o'clock, I can still feel and see the the uh, um the the bitterness. So I'm not quite sure if some of you already received yours. Again, brethren, do not chew it. Do not chew the stuff. The way that we told you to use it, that's how you're supposed to use it to receive whatever it's in it, because it has received an instruction. This thing is alive. Whatever that you're putting in your mouth is alive. When you receive yours, you wash it. Okay, you cut it into multiple pieces. Okay, you cut it in half. You take one piece, you peel the skin off of it, you put it in your mouth, you let the saliva, okay, until you cannot bear it anymore, sister, until it's really bitter, and then you put it out, and then you swallow up the saliva. It has to go raw, okay. Not all herbs need to make tea with, because when you're making tea with certain herbs, there are certain spirit in it. You kill it with fire, because you have to give the fire an order not to kill. It's very complicated. That's why most of the tea don't work, because certain herbs you cannot make tea with it. You have to take it the way that it is. Once you've done that, okay, and then it will, you can make tea after that. But I would suggest the nation to take it the way it is. Okay? So if you have used it, it's nothing that is horrible and bad, but I don't want to be a guy that say just take it and then you won't feel anything. I have to give you the truth. Till now it's in my system. It's cleaning me, brothers. Okay, it's really taking things out of me. And I felt great. The wife Haven't feel any nerve pain anymore. So far, it's been a week. She used to complain every night about nerve pain. And the fellow that have the high anxiety, still good. So far so good. We'll see. I just want the feedback for the people. If I should keep up with it or not. No, once you have it in your mouth, you suck up the juice. You can rinse your mouth because you're gonna have to rinse your mouth. That's the bitter taste. No, she doesn't have it. My mom and the others, they don't have a bitter taste. It's me. Mine's still working because I guess I took mine the right way. Mine's still working in my body. You can still. One sister reported that she felt that it was like a grinding when she didn't take it the way that we say, but she felt like inside of her belly there was a grinding. It's like something, it's grinding thing, put things together. She used to have a somewhere, uh, um, somewhere she had some pain, and then she felt like something is grabbing the pain and stuff like that. Hi, Sister Kaya. I believe I receive everything from her, though. Thank you, beloved Sister Elizabeth F. Now, big Brethren, we have works to do, we have things to do. Unfortunately, because of the whole fiasco, I haven't had any times to release a video, but a lot is happening. A lot is happening. Don't think that I forget, Bridget. Okay, don't think that I forget. I have the phone charging, and I'm gonna go ahead and do certain things. You probably gonna receive a video, probably a ESOS trouble for tomorrow night, not tonight though, for tomorrow night. Is it tonight? Mm, mm-mm, I'm not quite sure, but most likely tomorrow night. Yes, as you can see, beloved, you are becoming more and more and more busy. More and more and more busy. You are seeing that your time is become more and more valuable. That is because the mighty one don't want any more distraction. It keep everyone busy. Always thinking, always managing, strategizing, listening, praying, meditating, which I always emphasize now that meditation is it's pretty good. Meditation, we have to meditate, brethren. Now you become wiser. You become, well, somewhat knowledgeable in certain things. So you don't do things without meditation, especially when this stuff is serious. You meditate upon it. You start, you're asking, you become wiser. You don't act like a fool anymore. You don't let anything throw you off anymore. You become wiser. Then that means the mighty one is giving knowledge unto you. He has to give more wisdom unto you. The more wisdom that you're getting, the less the Gentiles are getting too. What's happening with the Most High Himself? It's always a balance. When He take from the left, the right rise. When He take from the right, the left fall. The great and holy one is a perfect judge. There's a reason why He created light and darkness. Every single thing on this earth has, they have their, yes, He is. Balance and duality. Every single things have their purposes. All of them. Every single, I see people despise and hate the mighty swine. I always call the pig a mighty animal. They're calling the mighty pig. They hated the pig because it's a filthy animal. What the hell are you doing? It's supposed to do those things. A pig is supposed to be filthy. A pig is supposed to be very, very bad and filthy because it's a pig. It has its function. And the pig is very proud of doing its function. The pig body is a literal prison for spirit, man. Everything has its function. If you have a bunch of organic trash sitting there, smelling up the place, a pig came in and eat all of it. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. We cannot just reject that. For instance, there's a book that I'm reading, and in this book, they are talking about certain animals that can take away certain disease. For instance, arthritis. There is an animal that most people. This animal has a horrible reputation. The Christian, the religious scumbag give this animal a horrible reputation. I mean, they're not understanding the esoteric meaning of this animal being in the garden, but they literally said it was this animal. It was him. Just like the pig, they don't understand the esoteric meaning of this. They literally blame it on this animal. Okay, there are specific one of them. Okay, back then in the old west, and they used to have the so-called the snake oil salmon. The snake oil is a real oil that made it out of a real snake. It literally took the arthritis away. The real true snake oil, which is this knowledge, is lost. They don't really like. They don't. They effed up everything. Okay, um, so this particular snake has the ability. If you commanded it, this ability, you can take the snake according to this book, and then you commanded it to take the arthritis or whatever that pain is wherever in that body. There's a thing you perform, there's some stuff you say to the snake, it will take it and then it will just slither it away. But because of ignorance, we don't use those knowledge. There are certain things, for instance, this is a very powerful messenger. This is matches, so to speak. This one matches, so to speak, is a very powerful messenger. Because what? It made out of wood. The wood came from the tree. And the substance that is on top of it, the igniter, the scientific name, I forgot the scientific name. Or is it sulfur? What's the scientific name for this? It's a there's a powerful name with it. I forgot the name, but nonetheless, put this right there. Now put it back. There is two things in there. There is the tree and the tip and the colors. Red phosphorus. There's green phosphorus. All right, red phosphorus. Thank you. Yes, of course, it's sulfur. So many of them. Sulfate, whatever the scientific name is, it's a messenger. There's certain things you can do and say. The tree and the fire will carry out whatever you say. It's a way of communicating. All those things, when you strike the match, this thing is alive. It's fire. It's created. This thing is alive. It is real. The smoke, it is real. The ashes from this, you can take the ashes or the well, that's not that much ash, and you can do things with them. Every single thing has the purpose. The mighty one created everything with their own purpose, with their own knowledge. They have elements. All those knowledge were lost unto us. obscured. Well, that's witchcraft. How is that witchcraft? Oh, well, that's bad. You're going to hell. How is that going to? This is in this book. It is said if you take one of the matches and you speak a word, well, you have to banish whatever impurity that is in it. Everything is impure, okay? Everything is impure. So you tell the matches, I, by the great and powerful name of this fellow, I banish all impurity in you. You are now the creature of the mighty one, and I subdue you, I have a power over you. You will carry this order from me. The IRS will completely and utterly forget about me for 5 years. Then my file will go, while we'll pass the probation time, and they will forget about my debt or whatever they're trying to get from me. Go ahead and carry this. You strike it. Whoosh. There's a certain way you have to move your hand, and then you say certain word, you strike it. And then if you do it correctly, the spirit will carry out whatever you tell it to do because it is what it is. When you have a dog, when you have like a dog, all the dogs are not the same. There are more dogs that you have, they are just regular dog, but some dogs, they train them. This dog received instruction from his master, a dog trainer or whatever. Oh, 7 years statute of limitation? Well, for 7 years. The books, we cannot reveal it online here because, again, of the swine and stuff. We had revealed the book and the Zoom meetings. Okay, in the Zoom meeting, we have revealed the book and we studying this book. Great book. It's a scientific book. It's not, brothers. When you read the book, it's a scientific book. It's a book that talk about science, natural science, which Gentiles dubbed as magic, evil, and witchcraft. It's a scientific book. It's a very good book for those of you who will watch it. It's a very powerful book. Okay, and then there are warnings in there that says you cannot reveal this book to any profane person. You might cause this person death. It's a book that you yourself gotta go get because it's a very powerful scientific book. There's so much sciences on it, and we will touch on the certain things that this book has. Uh, if you wish to have it, I will. I believe Brother Devin, the beloved brother Devin, was in the meeting. I'm not quite sure, but if the brother was in the meeting, he might wait. He might want to put under the books, holy books. Only if you go to the website bigliver.com, you will find it, and it cannot be said here because of the whole. You know, you have to respect instruction. You have to respect instruction. The person that wrote the book, remember, the book was written in the original language. The fellow translated in French. No, it was an original language. He translated in Latin and in French. He had to go ask for permission to translate it in Latin. There's another guy that took it and tried to translate it in Egyptian. He went mad. Couple other people took it and they tried to translate it in other language. They went full bad hish crazy because there's something in there that prohibited that. You cannot do this. You cannot take those books and then you translate it because our ancestors put things in there so the enemy will not translate our books in their language and stuff because they will profane it. When someone, for instance, give me a issue, give me a second. There we go. Oops. There you go. Which one of you can read the title of this book? Can you read the title of this book? Any one of you? I'm not quite sure. You probably have somebody in there that can read the title. You see, you probably have someone in there. Yes or no? Can you read it? If you can read it, type it. No, it's not that. It's not that one. It's not the icon. Okay, so far no one can read this. Okay, so no one can read the title. However, it's not backward. The it's not backward. That's the language. It's supposed to be like this. The language supposed to be backward. It's supposed to be backward. They're all backward. It's supposed to be like that. Okay? It's not the Russian icon. That's another book like the Russian icon. This one is even rarer than the Russian icon. This one, only a few. I could not even find the English one. Okay? Okay, you see our brethren with afro, with dreadlocks. You can see the dreadlocks and the afro and things like that. Our beloved brothers, and sisters. Let me see. Is that Mary of Magdalene? Okay, you can see the apostle. You see the way they wear the cross? They wear it as an X, which is that's what it is. That has nothing. The cross is the four corner of the earth. They wear the four energy in the body. It's a cross. So when the priests do this, they're not do. I don't know why people think that's not cross. It's just an energy. It's four corner. It's there anyway. So the reason why you cannot read this is because you do not speak the language. And if you see a book like that somewhere in a store, you will just look at it, you will keep it moving because it is written in another language that you don't speak. You might be intrigued. You say, wow, I like the cover. You bought the book, you go home, but you cannot read it. But you can see the pictures. There is a reason why our ancestors do not want certain things to be translated because if they translated them, not only those people will use, they won't understand it, they will use it the wrong way and they will use it for wickedness. That is the reason why you see this book, you cannot read it because you don't speak the language. And this book, the original one, before he was a this dude was a high priest initiated, he was a grand master, and he wasn't white though. They said this guy was white. Of course, all those great magicians, they say they were white. None of them were. They were just whitewashed. So, in this book, beloved, when they wrote it, what I just told you, and many other books, what I just told you, again, everything has a spirit in it. Every single thing. There's a spirit in it. That was a spirit, and there is one in there. Everything there's spirits, and they're all over. If you could have seen them, you would have died because there's so much of them. You would have gone blind. Every single thing has a spirit. Not a two. Impurity and purity. You have to banish the impurity and use the purity. You have to banish the purity and use the impurity. What is it, Jaden? Oh, she had that place over there, and she I forgot. She told you go get her. You see where we used to go? That little lady that crossed the street over there. That little lady in the morning. That little coursing God lady. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's where she at right now. You go get her. Manasseh? Yes, and her. All right. Oh, so she want to go over there? If you want to go there, well, that's where she is. Go ahead, go over there. Yeah, that's Boyo. She came in over there asking for food, and then there's no food. Where's mommy? There's no mommy. Well, it's a problem here. First thing first, where's the food? But anyway, in this book, beloved, when you're studying this book, again, the beloved brother Abdullah C and there's a book he sent me, and I haven't give the brother much more. I would say open conversation about this book because again, it was put in my spirit to. They will explain to me certain things because there are certain things I'm seeing in it. I'm like the Gentiles have no idea how to do those things. If they knew, they wouldn't be here. They would have been ascending masters. They would have been somewhere else. Okay, and it's just extremely dangerous. It's only shared between few of the people in here. But and this book, brothers, which is a scientific book, it is said if you truly the guy that translate the book isn't it's translated in English, but the guy told you from the beginning, he said, I cannot translate this to proper English. He just copied in French and then he put it in Google Translate and then he just give you the Google translation. So the best way to get it is the French version because that's the Latin version and the French versions. Those are the two original. All right, the Latin version and the French version. The Latin version is the purest. The French is like good. The English is horrible. And the English one is just straight up garbage. And the guy told you from the beginning, he said, you are not allowed to translate this book like that. It's two language, Latin and French. There is a reason for that. Okay, only if you go to our website, the beloved brother will put the book there. It cannot be said here. That's the warning they give you. Now, in this book, brethren, there is a passage that I fell in love with. It explains whereby it explained by, to most of us, scientific means and facts and ways and experiment, how you can use a so-called bat. In French, they call them chauve-souris. Chauve-souris is literally mean a bald mouse, or bald, like bald eagle, bald mouse. A mouse, like a little mice, like a rat. French, that is, it is. For instance, in the book, they translated to get a bat, but the computer doesn't know. In French, it says chauve, which means bald, souris, which means a mouse. It literally tells you to get a bald mouse. Now, you in English that want to perform this quote unquote this experiment because it's really good, then you're going to literally get a mouse and shave its head. You're literally going to look for a bald mouse, like looking for a species that are a bald mouse. But that's not what that is. They are talking about a bat, an actual bat. There are certain things in the bat, certain substance you take at a certain times at doing certain things, you say certain stuff, you rub it in your face, you rub it in your eyes, you can see at night. Night and days, there is no difference for you. You can literally see in the darkness and you see everything as clear as day. You can sit, walk in the forest, you can see everything clear as day. But if you don't know what they are talking about, you literally take a freaking mouse, you shave its head, and then you take the substance they say to take from the mouse, and you do something, you rub it in your face. There's an issue here. You see, Yahushua took mud and spit and rubbed it in the eyes of the fellow and made it see. But there are elements that was in this mud. There are elements that are in your mouth, the saliva. And there's one, he didn't just do this. He spit it and he said, he commanded, he gave it a word. He said the word and he rubbed it in the guy's eyes. He can see, his view got restored. Did you know in this book they give you a similar method for blind folks? But then again, if you're understanding, you see, esoteric scum will profane the book because they perform the thing, they rub that thing in their face, it doesn't work. Sir, you actually take a real mouse, you shave its head, and then you take the substance from this mouse, you done it, and then now you keep, not only you attracted to garbage, not only you like going and sniff garbage like a mouse, you like, because you did it with the blood or the substance or things of a mouse. You were supposed to use a bat, and then this knowledge is that, well, what the hell you are doing? That thing's not for you anyway. You literally go and on a book that is not for you, and then you they told you go to, they say something, and then for instance, there is guinea pig and there is pig. When they told you to use a guinea pig, you didn't use the guinea. You thought they were talking about a country in Africa named Guinea. You take a little pig, and then now you have that pig sense. All you want to eat is garbage. All you want to do is doing pig stuff, because you don't know what that thing is. Now you are rolling in filth, battling pig, getting into, because you don't know what this thing is. It's not for you. You're a profane person. You're not like them. You are not in initiate. You don't know what it is, and then now you're acting like a freaking pig, eating rotten food, rolling around in the mud, and living with the pigs, and you don't know why. You say this thing. No, they are talking about a guinea pig, sir. You took an actual pig. This thing talking about endurance of a guinea pig or a hamster when they go inside of a stingray, or they can do this for a long time. And if you want this ability from the hamster, there are certain things you have to do to it and stuff, and attract and put this ability on you as a human. You yourself take an actual pig, and then now you got a pig ability now, and you don't know how to get it off. Now you're gonna live all your life in this mud with a bunch of freaking pig. Because you're profane. You got to be very careful. All right. I keep telling people those books are extremely dangerous, because Gentiles or the profane person, which I'm one of them, they don't like to read warnings. They don't like to read the preface of the book. They don't like to read the disclaimer and disclosure warnings. They don't like that. Don't be warning me. I know what I'm doing. This thing talking about a guinea pig. I'm gonna get the pig, a pig from Guinea. So you travel to Africa, you go to Guinea or Papua New Guinea, you bought a freaking pig there, because that's how they say a pig from Guinea. That's how they did the computer translate. You go over there in Africa or to Papua New Guinea, you bought a freaking pig. You ship this damn pig all over here. You do what you need to do to the damn pig, and then now you're acting just like it, because it's not what that is. You aren't supposed to use a pig. For instance, and the wisdom of the greater key of Solomon, which this is the experiment I love above all of it. All you need, beloved, well, I don't want to say what it is, because people will try it and then they will get in trouble. But if you manage to do this thing properly, perform this experiment properly, which is scientifical, and all of it, it has nothing calling a spirit and stuff, and kill a goat, spill the blood, give your blood. That has nothing. It's just scientific. You gathering things at the proper time, and then you say certain words, and then it activates. I will call this project Project MG. Project MG, if you can make it at the proper way, the proper time, using the proper ingredients, you'll be faster than a horse. You'll be as fast as a male deer, and you won't be tired. You can run for days and night. You can walk for days and nights. You will not feel tired. To you, it will feel like you get up from the seat, you go in the fridge, you grab something, and then you come back, sit in your seat. If you wish to go anywhere, like from Florida to California, which will take you 38 days, 38 hours, which is 2 weeks out. 38 days. Will take you 38 days to walk from here, to walk from Miami to Los Angeles. It will take you 38 days. You can reach it in 3 days. and it won't even feel like 3 days. Non-stop. You can run for 3 days non-stop. Something that will take you 38 days, you can reach it in a couple of days. You can do 2 weeks running. Time is moving very fast, and then you're just walking, and then everything is moving. You moving, you moving so fast. I'm sorry, you're moving so fast. Time move very slow. You literally see the bird flying on slow motion, and then you're walking normally. You can see a car about to hit you. You just walk right in front of it. Everything is slow motion. That's the scientific thing that is in those books. If you can get a cheetah, no, the skin require the skin of a stag, because it is said Naphtali is like a stag. Naphtali was the brethren that is the fastest brother. So if you take the skin of the stag, you make this project MG, you can run as fast as a male deer, which is somewhere around 50 miles an hour. Can you imagine you running 50 miles an hour? And plus the things that you added, the word, it multiplied that by 10. What is 10 or 100? What is 10 times 50? Plus 10 times 50 plus the jackrabbit is probably one of the fastest, plus the barrel. So 50 plus 50 equal 100 miles, time 10, 1,000 miles. You break the speed of sound. The speed of sound, I believe, is 767, something like that. But you can travel 1,000 miles an hour. Brothers, I'm just telling you what I'm reading in this. That's how I understand it. 500 miles. Do you know, how it is to run 500 miles an hour? If you're driving a car, you're going to a destination, and your destination is 60 miles away, and you're traveling at 60 miles per hour in your car, it will take you 1 hour to get there. It will take you 1 hour to reach your destination, because for every 1 mile, if you're going 60 miles an hour in your car, or 65, if you do 65, you will reach it under an hour. Okay, if you're going 60, you will reach this destination in an hour, because you're traveling 1 mile a minute. For every minute, you travel 1 mile. But if you're going 500 miles an hour, what is 500 divided by 60? Is that what that is? No, hang on. I think I'm doing it wrong. I'm not too good with math. Let me see. Yeah, what is 500 divided by 60? Is that 9.5, or 9.8? You're traveling 9 to 8 times faster than a car. That means you can pass by the car, they won't even see it. And plus, brethren, it's not something, they won't see you. You can see them, they cannot see you. It 8 times faster. You know what? To stop, you cannot stop like this. You have to say something, and then you have to do your hand like this, and then you say the word, and then you lend it. Solomon said, you landed on firm ground. He said, you shall be on firm ground. He said, you will land on firm. That means you are flying. You are flying. Okay, 8.33, you 8 times faster than a car that are running normally. And then once you get to the place that you are going, you see you there, and then you say, Los Angeles, and then you beat it, and then you stop. You landed on firm ground. You would not feel tired. You will not feel anything. Natural thing. This is a technology that allows you to connect it to the ley line. And other books, they give you even better explanation how you can do it with a horse. You take the fastest horse you can find. You tied up the feet of the horse with the thing you're going to put in your feet, and then you go in the horse's ear, and then you say certain words, and then you push the horse back, and the horse is walking back, and then once you say the thing, and then you stop the horse, you remove the mg from the horse, and you put it on your feet. Nobody can keep up with you. Those are scientific things, but those knowledge were lost unto us. The Gentiles cannot use it, because if they could, oh, Elon Musk would have taken this Haitian, sell it for $50,000, $200,000. Scientists would have taken this thing, they would have sell it for, because they can do it. It's not like they don't know about this knowledge. They were hiding those knowledge from you. It is now your duty to get this knowledge and make experiment yourself, but be wise. You really don't want to start running 500 miles an hour. You don't know how to stop. You really don't want to break the speed of sound on your feet, and you don't know how to stop. You know? It's our people duty now to get this knowledge back and talk about it. Discuss it. It may not be for me. I can't run. My highest speed is 3 miles an hour, and I have to be running after a food truck or an ice cream truck. Besides that, I can't run over the 3 miles an hour. It's going to be an issue with me. But some of you here are runners. Get the Greater Kill Solomon and get on it. Oh, you might want to go ahead to do this right now, because in June, the experiment, brethren, the experiment can only be done once a year. If you miss June 26, at least that's what the book say. If you miss June 26, you're gonna have to wait other June 26 to do it. And once you have it, brethren, it is forever. You can use it anytime, forever. How beautiful is that, brothers? You know, to travel at least 50 miles. Like I said, if Big Levi can travel anything above 3 miles an hour, again, you might as want me to follow that food truck or this ice cream truck, and having an ambulance or paramedic truck following me, because I can only go a certain amount of time, because if I fail, that somebody gonna have to be there, perform that CPR, and bring me back to life. That's the only thing. I can do this. Something like that would have been really good for me. But some of you here are former sprinter. You like speed. I can do speed. The only speed I can do is speed eating. You cannot beat Levi. You can't beat me in eating food faster. Sir, I will eat you under the table. Just like they say people will drink under the table. You cannot eat faster than me. That's the only thing I can do very fast. And other certain other things. But the point, what I'm saying, brethren, those are our knowledge. We need to discuss it. We need to read it. We cannot be afraid of a freaking book, brethren. It's a book. When I'm reading the book, I'm like, this is not magic. This is all scientific, because I understand when the animals, brethren. Remember, we said this, brethren. We said the birds fly. They use the ley line. The fish use the ley line, the current that are in the sea, to travel. We are probably the only being on this earth that do not use, well, you use it, but do not fully understand the knowledge of the ley line. Now we are slowly but surely getting this back. And brethren, and I'm doing some experiment, and I said, wait a minute, if you can combine the speed, if you can, brothers, if when you become, I don't know, a master and learning those things, which is experiment, if you can combine the fastest, you see, this is what Solomon did. When I'm studying, I'm like, Solomon was a genius, man. Okay, Solomon was a genius. You need a deer. Deer run on this earth, so you got the element of the earth. You need a rabbit, of course. You need a fish, and you need trees. You need herbs. You need 5 elements. And I understand what he did. Well, so far, hey, I'm a profane person. I think the profane. This is what it is with the profane person. He always understands everything. Like a profane person, I'm like, I understand what Solomon did, and I think if you can get, instead of the skin or the hide of a deer, you can get a cheetah. I don't know how you will manage to kill a cheetah if you're not one of those Donald Trump's son or one of those elites out there go to Africa and shoot a cheetah. But if you can manage to get the skin of a cheetah, for the bird, you get the feather of a peregrine falcon, the fastest bird. And for the fish, you get the sailfish or the swordfish, the fastest fish. And then you can combine this, brethren. There is nothing that can stop you there. And I find out another experiment where a fellow was talking about. You can really use materials like car engine oil. He actually done something with car engine oil, but not with the speed though. He used the car engine oil because it come from the car. There's a spirit in it. If you can take the engine oil from the fastest car, I don't know how you're gonna acquire that, or you can take the engine oil from the fastest missile ever built or the fastest man-made build, and you can combine those things, you'll be unstoppable. Now I understand how ancestors used to travel very far, very fast. You can use those things and build your own machine. There's a reason why they call it a horsepower, not a manpower. 350 horsepower, 1 horsepower. If we study, I mean truly study this technology that the Mighty One is releasing unto us, we can build vehicles that can travel at this speed, and they will be safe. Imagine building a vehicle that its top speed is 3,500 miles an hour. Imagine building a vehicle that can run at Mach 3. Like to take off Mach 3, it can go to Mach 10, Mach 11, Mach 12. I don't even know if those things even exist. You can go around the earth, things that will take you at least a year or 2 years. You can go around the earth in an hour by using this vehicle. The knowledge is here, brethren. I don't know all of it. I'm just studying. I just studied for fun. I wanted to do the experiment. But then again, let me tell you something. In Solomon's time, he was using those products. In our times, those products is either one, do not exist, or they are incredibly rare to use. So if one of you are studying it, try it. It's experiment. Try it with another product. See what will happen. Well, if you are I don't know if you can go through object, but 10,000 feet above the earth, I don't think there is any object. if you can travel 10,000 feet above the earth, I don't think you can hit anything. If you hit anything, is either going to be an airplane or something else. You can't hit a chariot because those things, they are way too fast. A chariot is intelligent. It's a living being. You cannot shoot it down. You can do anything. It can outsmart you. Okay? Holy scientists. That's the word I was looking for. A holy scientist. Brethren, I'm seeing what Solomon and the other brethren give you. They give you simple. Sample. SAMPLE, sample. They give you sample. They give you a formula that you can apply many things to it and build. They give you a piece of Lego. You can add more. You can build your own. That's what it is. Yeah, ancient gardeners, doctors, because they know what's in the plants, the roots. Healers, priest healers. That's what you are. Priestess healers. Beloved, when I'm reading those things, and I'm like, the Gentiles had a good intention. They were right to keep those books away from us, because once we start knowing the power of those things, it is done deal for them. That is why, beloved, we must have a Hogwarts. We must have a holy scientific school where we can practice our own science. Certain of those things, we have to put them to test to know if they work. But you cannot do those things here. We must have a physical school where brethren and sisters come, put their holy knowledge together, and build this thing. We must have a place where we can come during vacation and bring our scientific buildings things. A brother bringing an MG project, a sister bring the quote unquote the ointment to see at night. And technically, brethren, in those book, they showed you every single ability that exists can be acquired by men. Whatever that you see in animals doing, you can do it too. Let's take, for instance, a gecko. Did I say that right? A gecko? Is that his name? Or Geico? Yeah, I don't want to hear. I don't know, brothers. I'm gonna let you go. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Let's take a gecko, the little lizard that climbed. Is that what that is? The little geckos. I was reading a scientific book when I was 8 or 9 years old. I believe I was 8 or 7. Some scientists were studying the gecko paws, the gecko's leg. Okay, the little gecko. Okay, they were studying their paws to see how they stick to the wall. Okay, the little lizard, like you see, the little geckos. They can stick in a ceiling of your house. They can walk. They were trying to study how they can uh, um they can study their paws and then make a sneaker that people can walk on wall and walk on the ceiling with it. You can climb mountain just like you're walking. And now I understand they still now I was 8 years old back then, 7 or 8. I was reading those scientists book. Now I just turned 33. Those people still cannot build anything like this. It's not like those scientists invented this word or whatever. They have books. All those guys you see inventing things and Elon Musk and stuff, those are all technology. They just swag a jack and take and then act like it's oh, I'll build some electric car. No, you don't. Yeah, there were some suction pads and cups to put under the shoe and stuff. You don't need this. There are spirits out there. You can call them and show them a gecko. Say, hey, how can I do this and this or with the gecko? And then they call them the aleatory spirit. They are under the feminine. They are here to serve and give knowledge. But there's a proper. First of all, you have to know the Most High first. They won't answer to you if you don't know the Mighty One. Those are not demons or infernal spirit. Those are the aleatory spirits. They are under the heaven, under the firmaments. They travel and stuff. They're carrying knowledge no one asked. The Gentiles cannot call them because they don't have the authority, but we can. Once we get into this stage, we can ask, hey, how can we walk on wall and run? How can we run in the air? If we can breathe and feel the air aiding our skin, when the wind blow, we can feel it in ours. That means somewhat in some way it's tangible. How can we can use it to run on it? Water, yeah, how shall I walk on it? How can we do these things? It will reveal it unto you. We must, brothers, go places that are crazy. We must talk about because, beloved, you can't take a guy like Solomon to write something like that down in a book and then you call it crazy. You call it nonsense. You can't take guys like certain names I'm not saying here that what things they say this is their work life. They give it to you and you profane it to say, man, this is hogwash. This will never be able to be done without you trying it. The reason why I talk about those things, they don't require you calling spirits and talk to those guys because they can outsmart you. Because those things only can be done when there's a proper planet in the proper houses, the sun or in the proper place, the moon is in the specific time, and it will activate it. Beautiful. That is why we need people that is well versed in astrology. I don't know crap in astrology. I only barely the basic. I know the planets. I know the horoscopes. Um, but I don't know how the position move. Somebody sent me a beautiful book. I have it here. Thank you. All praises. Let me see if I can get this book right quick. Then I will close. There we go. Oh, oh my back. God, I'm getting old. Oh, 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 oh. Damn it. What are the odds? All right. Somebody sent me this book. I forgot the sister or the brother that sent me. This is exactly what I was looking for. Astrology using the wisdom of the stars in your everyday life. Okay. All right. Astrology, planets and birth sign, astrology and diets. Astrology, planets, birth sign, astrology and diets. The signs of the zodiac and how to interpret them. Certain one of you, you were born, there are certain food, although the food is clean, you cannot eat it. It's not for you because you are born under certain things. Certain one of you, there are certain disease you prone to get. That is why a lot of people get diabetes, high blood pressure, because they were born in certain time they are prone to this disease. There are certain food they need to avoid, even though those food won't give me high blood pressure and diabetes, but they will give them. That is why Sensei hated to do this because people always like, why you are telling me this? I don't want you to tell me that. You telling me this, it's in this book. You can do it. You can find it. Certain things that you're supposed to stay away. Certain lifestyle. I can be a drinker. She can be a smoker. You cannot because you were born under certain things that not allowing you to participate in these things. Okay, we have to be. Is the cat in there? Is the cat got in there? No. Okay, that's the thing. The wind blew. Babe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah, well, no, no. Ah, the door closed by itself. The wind. Can you close the door for daddy? The last person. Ah, it's already closed. The wind closed it. Anyway. Ah, close the door for daddy. I was telling you, close it hard. There you go. Thank you, sweetie. What is it? Yeah, okay. Jeez. All right. Well, what is it? What I was talking about? I was talking about a donkey or a dog. I feel like I was talking about food or something else. Was it food? I'm fasting today, so is it food? But anyway, well, whatever things I was talking about, um, uh, I don't know if the beloved brother can put the PDF of this in there. You do your own thing. If you cannot do it, again, if you want the whole thing be done basic, you can contact me. We'll discuss some stuff. Of course, it's my time. I will have to charge you if you want the whole thing, but it's basically in there. Something you can do yourself. That is why we share the knowledge with you so you can do your own stuff. Yeah, Bridget. So basically, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Share a little wisdom. There is more, brothers. There is more. So there's even things here I do not want to mention because it's too raw. Okay, so I won't do this. So all right, so everybody good today? We all right? Everybody understand? I hope I wasn't rumbling and talking about other stuff. Those cars are very distracting. I always thought they are coming in my room, but they're outside. All right then. I don't want anybody to leave here all confused and like, what the hell this dude was talking about? Talking about, you know, running with a horse and fighting a pig, but that's not what that is. All right then. Or if somebody you had record dreams, send it to Brother Devin so they can post it on the website. Post it on the website because as of now, the servant of the mighty one is quite busy. So wait, do I have something to say? Wait, Sister Camelia, I think I already sent to her. I want the sister to contact me by phone so we can discuss. I don't know if she already received it or what and stuff like that. Yeah, you have to go to biglevi.com to the administrator Devin at aenth dot ie. It's right there. You can go over there and then he will post it. Beloved, peace be unto you. Go in peace. Be at peace. Study. If you can do the experiment, please let us know. The Most High did not give us knowledge just to sit on them, just to store them away. We have to study like we do here all the time. We have to experiment like we do here all the time. Okay, let us know the effect of Tiger Bull if you catch our drift. If you receive your Tiger Bull, let us know the effects. Should I continue it and discontinue? I don't know. You tell me. But I still have it, and then please let us know. Brethren, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with with love, and I will see you whenever the mighty ones say so. Selah, so be it.